Hello, in this video I'm going to show you the wax seal kit which is made by Spellbinders, and this is the box unopened. I've wanted to have a play with this for a little while, but now I have it. So let's start. It comes in plastic and I've taken that off, and then you get this beautiful box with the seal wrapped around it, which if I just pull that off, also has the wax instructions how to do it inside it. So I need to work out where the join is to undo the join. Right, so there's all the instructions. So it looks fairly simple. So let's see what's in the box. Oh, this is nice. So you've got a little tab here, so you pull it out. Oh, it's very snuggle in there, and this is a really solid box, so you'll be able to put all the components back in here. So the first thing we have is the silicone mat, because we're going to be dealing with heat. So that's the mat. Then we have the little holder which will hold, oh it's so dinky. So that's where you put your wax to melt it, and we get a seal, which says I'm not sure about that, I'll have to have a look in a minute, and a pack of wax. So I can pop that up to one side. So it says, the wax seal says for you. So then all I'm going to need is a tea light and some matches to melt my wax. So I'm going to go off and see if I can find one of those. I've got my tea light, and I've also got a glass coaster to put it on, because obviously it's all going to get hot. So I'm just going to pop that over the top and light my tea light. I think it's still alight. There we are. And now I'm ready to start melting my wax. Now I've looked at the instructions, and it says to add 3 to 4 of these little round wax pellets, I suppose you call them, so I'm going to add 4, but that makes it quite a lot of wax in each pack. So I've got a gold and I've got a silver wax, and this one comes in a nice handy box, and this one's just in a bag with it is sealed, so that makes that easy, apart from they've stapled it. So I want to make 2 seals, because I've made 2 cards, and I've cheated a little bit here, because I've used the Oakley Friends rubber stamps, and I'm sending these to my little crafter and my tiny crafter, and I've just done the outline so that they can colour them in themselves. So I've got a gold and a silver one. So I'm just waiting for my wax to melt, and they've said that I can pop the wax onto the card straight away, or I can put it onto the silicone mat. So I'm going to pop it onto the silicone mat, and I've also got this this one here, this wax seal, which says love you to the moon and back, which I thought was perfect for my 2 little crafters. So I'm just, so you can see it's just starting to melt, and they've said in the instructions you don't want it to boil, so just let it all melt and it will just become a flat surface. I think we will give this a go. So I'm just going to tip it out. Pop that off to one side, get my seal. Now, because I'm not doing it on the card, it doesn't matter which way I do it, because I'm going to take it off. The instructions say to leave the wax seal on the wax for 10 to 15 seconds, and then if the wax seal doesn't come away and there's a bit of resistance, to leave it for another 5 to 10 seconds. So it doesn't take that long to actually make your wax seal at all. Just remember that you are working with heat. Oh, I don't think I should have put it on the silicone mat. Maybe not on the silicone mat, maybe on the glass next time. But making these mistakes means that you won't. Okay, I've left it, it's probably been sitting here for about a minute now. Let me just move that off. And ta-da! Oh, quite pleased with that. So let me just, because it's on the silicone, it should just, oh look, it just peels off. Whoa. And there you are. It says love you to the moon and back. It's not quite as deep on some of it, so I think that's maybe because I wasn't really sure what I was doing. So I'm going to have another go. But the other thing that you can do is colour in the detailing. And so Spellbinders have got these premium premio deco colour. So I've got a silver and a gold one. So I should add some detail. So give it a good shake. So you need to keep pushing the nib down to get the ink to flow down. And now you can see the nib is covered in the colour. So then all you just need to do is just run it across. And you can see it then adds the colour to your seal. So I'm just gently covering the raised area. My first impressions of the wax seal kit by Spellbinders is brilliant. So I've made a total of 6 wax seals, and I've got 2 that I've attached to cards. So there's that one there and this one here. And the whole setup is really nice. Everything is really nicely made. The seals are really heavy. With this kit, it would make an absolutely gorgeous gift, and I'd be really chuffed to get it. What I would say is be patient, because you can see here, this is where I just touched it to see if it was dry and smudged the wax. With the pens, I would say have a couple of attempts to get the feel of it. You have to be very gentle when brushing across, and the more you do it, the easier it became. The other thing is that I would say you can probably remelt this back in the little bowl and reuse it. So I'm going to try that. Even though you've coloured it in, I can't see that that would cause an issue. This is a seal that I've done, and I've used 2 silver, 2 gold, and it gives you this marbling effect. And then I used gold and silver to highlight the detail. Overall, I would give this a 5 out of 5 because I managed to achieve something in a very short space of time. It just takes patience. And I would just say, make up an area and do lots of seals and then clear it all away before you go to your card making, because there is the risk of the soot coming from the candle. And so it's better to have one area where you do your wax sealing and clear it all away, tidy up, and then get your cards out to finish. Otherwise you might end up with black smudges. But other than that, I love it. So hopefully that's shown you what the kit contains and how easy it is to use, and the results I think are stunning, and I think my little crafters are going to love their colouring cards. Have fun creating.